some of the richest people in America did.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. Let's just do the medical mask thing. And number one, it's easier. And number two, it actually makes sense.
Okay, all right. Well, fine. We'll try your thing.
Logical.
Okay.
Logical.
Fine. Anyway, we made the stupid mask, but the next challenge was marketing them.
Sweetie, if you're not going to help me homeschool these kids, can you please at least do the dishes? I need to drink wine.
I know you do. But honey, I got you a gift.
You did? What?
A custom-made mask.
Are you looking to party this Halloween? Are you sick of being jerked around by the fat cats in the Halloween industry? Then we got the fix for you. Garments and varmints. And now it's all starting to make sense, right?
What? No, it makes less sense than it did in the beginning. You're telling it wrong.
Gary gets it.
No, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Gary
Reasons
gets
you
it.
would find out much later. We did end up getting a rather sizable order for costumes for one group.
Yeah, and these guys are out of state, right? And they want them really fast.
In a rush.
So we were stressed out. Now, luckily, I have free handy.
Maybe
No
this is
girls
gonna be what they
worried
were
about
wearing
filling
for
what's in
May.
order. Although we were running out of
On
material.
January 6th. Cause like, it looks like fur. Can they
Can
dress them all?
It's gonna be the fucking the guy
Yeah.
with the horns and shit. Yeah.
You bitch, you insufferable bitch!
Am I supposed to even know what that means?
Get the pants, you bitch! Yeah, now normally I don't call Dee a bitch. That's sort of Dennis's thing. He's a goddamn bitch. Yeah, but you know, her vulgar language was rubbing off on me, you know, which wasn't a good look for the business.
The pelts that Charlie's referring to, they're from raccoons that he was tanning in the basement of this bar.
Yeah, well, you see, the pandemic had kind of disrupted the bar's natural ecosystem. You know, there's a real uptick in raccoons, which you consider rapper's delicacy, which, of course, you know. And now it's all starting to make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
At least now he understands why we call the
He
business.
doesn't
Garments and
care what we
Garments.
call the business.
I believe that the man died.
That's taking over the whole story. Okay.
Please, go ahead.
It took us 3 hours, but we finally arrived at the place where we were going to meet the customer.
Gentlemen, you got stuff? Absolutely.
Hey, digging that face paint. Very festive. What are you gentlemen celebrating?
We're protesting the election.
Okay, well, I can get behind that because our guy did not get a fair shake.
The whole thing is a sham.
Yeah, I got screwed, man. Okay, so there's the costumes. I'm especially proud of stitching on the animal skins.
That was all Charlie.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd love to throw in this cool
Viking,
outfit.
yeah.
It really completes the look.
It completes the look.
See it there.
Oh, shit. He's right.
Oh shit.
Thanks, brother. Now let's go save this country.
They gave
They
him a
all seem
costume.
pretty amped up.
But we were too.
They all seem pretty amped up.
His name through the mud saying he wasn't fit for office?
Yeah, calling him a narcissist, saying he was mentally ill, and that all the people who showed up for his events were idiots.
Yeah, but that's because they've never seen the guy on stage. I mean, he's electrifying on stage.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me try to make sense of this. You're telling me that you provided the iconic costumes at the Capitol riots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't say they weren't good
They
costumes.
were great costumes.
Yeah.
Can't say they were good costumes, Gary.
Well, listen, now that we've cleared up all those previous loans, we would like to talk to you about giving us a new loan for Patty's Pop.
Jesus.
Firework almost got you back.
Jesus.
I mean, you jump, baby.
It came out of nowhere, bro.
Sorry about that, everybody. Probably shouldn't have done that in the bar. Was that right? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well.
was trying to get a little fanfare for the loan. So it was kind of cool.
So hey, listen. Listen. We really do believe that with a major cash infusion, we could turn this bar into something more successful than already.
I have heard enough. You people have shamelessly gamed the system out of massive amounts of taxpayer dollars for fictitious businesses that have gone bankrupt. And still you have the nerve to ask for more money?
Well, that's what makes America the greatest country in the world. When you're in need, the government comes in and bails you out.
Nothing made me more money than businesses I sent into bankruptcy. That's the American way.
That's as American as it gets right there.
That is
That's
amazing
right.
as it
Maybe
gets
if
right
our
there.
guy had won, our businesses could succeed just like his.
They would have been a huge hit.
None of these idiotic businesses would have been successful whether Trump had won or lost.
Us? Okay.
Trump? Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Sorry
you
about Trump.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, how you into that?
Washington outsider, not taken seriously by the liberal media,
So,
successful businessman, unsuccessful in love, electrifying
What are
on
you talking
stage.
about, babe?
Yeah.
that's our guy. Yeah.
It's Kanye.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Wait, Kanye West. You all voted for Kanye West.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
right.
Yeah, man, he's the best. He's the best.
Have you seen him on stage though? He's electrifying.
I do not believe any of you. None of this happened.
There's no way that you were all involved in every major event of the past year.
Why?
Because you're not Forrest Gump.
Yeah. See, that's what I got.
You'll be hearing from the IRS.
I don't think he's going to give us the line.
I don't think we're gonna get along either.
You know what we should do? Let's listen to some Kanye West.
That's gonna bring the mood back.
We all should be listening to Kanye West.
Kanye 2020.
Man, they're doing the Forrest Gump thing.
Yeah. All right, that was the season opener of Always Sunny, and I love the Forrest Gump aspect of it right there. It worked perfectly for me. What does it have to do?
I think it's the food.
Oh yeah. All right. Ready? All right, that was the season 15 opener of Always Sunny, and I loved it. Forrest Gumped it up all the way through. The gang looked like they was fully focused back in there. Everybody was on point. This episode right here, I love the bottleneck episode where we just get the chit chat. I love they had the PPP aspect of it because it just got through with COVID. And not through with it, but you know, we just passed that point of trying
We're
to
in
get back to
2021.
normal. Yeah, and I thought that was just a good rendition of jokes that they tried to say that they intertwined all the big things that happened during that time, and that was flawlessly done. Only the gang would do that unknowingly, 1,000%.
But they do know, and they're
do
owning
know.
it. They're not even
And
like.
I love the twist where we all thought they were talking about Trump and participating with Trump, but then it turns out it was Kanye West at the end. And so that was a great mislead and a funny joke at the end right there. And I love the style that they did it. And they just let you know, nothing too super huge and nothing super underwhelming, but this is just what we do. No matter if it's a season finale, a season premiere, whatever. The gang is the gang. And I love that about it all day. Now I wonder what we got in store for season 15. And I can't wait to see another one.
I think it's such a brilliant way to jump off season 15, especially because they had to take the break in 2020. So having a recap video, or a recap as far as like what took place in 2020 already made sense without them pulling off the Forrest Gump aspect of it. So I thought it was brilliant because there was they didn't just automatically set up and be like, this is what we did. It was a misdirect every single time. So with Dennis, with the misdirect that they were starting their, country singing group, but that ultimately led to them getting all the votes. That's not the way that it was set up, but that's ultimately what the reveal was. The same thing with like Frank. He, started with just trying to color his own hair. That ultimately led to whatever. And then ultimately with Dee and Charlie, it made sense that they were making masks because that was a big thing that was popping off then too, and that ultimately led to the costumes or whatever for the riots. I thought it was so clever, and it was fun to try to get there before it was revealed. Once we saw the first segment with Dennis and anyways, that part.
Yeah.
So that was really, really good. And then thank you. And then I didn't see the Kanye West portion at all, and I was thinking really hard. I was like, who the fuck could they be talking about? So that did not even register until it was revealed, so that was really great. So I just thought it was a very clever way to open up the season, especially after the pandemic and after all of that had taken place. And excited to see then where the rest of this season goes.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Always Sunny, Season 15, Episode 1. And until next time, peace.